everyone, I'm Kirk Leins, and welcome to Taste of Torrance. Today, we're in for a special treat. I'm talking fried calamari, tagliatelle with short rib, and sea bass with asparagus pesto. Catch my drift? That's right, today we are sampling one of my favorite cuisines, and we're going to do it all right here at Gaetano's Restaurant in Torrance. I'm here with chef and owner Vince Giuliano. Vince, thanks for having us.
Kirk, thanks for coming.
Now, Giuliano is somewhat of a famous name here in Torrance, right?
Well, my great-grandfather, he started the Giuliano's Delicatessens. And at one time, there was like 13 of them. They opened up in 1952, and they've all done a really good job.
I've had many sandwiches from Giuliano's.
The best one you got to go to is the Gardena location, still owned by my uncle. Crumbled meatball sandwich is one of the best in the town. My dad used to work for Giuliano's pretty much since birth. And when it was time to kind of break off and do his own thing, he wanted to start a restaurant. When it came time for the name, they thought none could be honored more than Gaetano.
So they wanted to sort of branch out from the deli and do more of the sit-down.
We started out as a fast casual, so you'd order up at the counter and then you sit down and we'd bring the food to you. About a year and a half into it, we changed it into a restaurant.
Okay. Now, your family's heritage is Southern Italian, specifically Sicily, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I've looked at the menu and there's definitely some Southern Italian dishes, but I see things that are from other regions, even Italian American. Tell me a little bit about that.
We try to emulate dishes that are traditional with a little bit of a modern spin to it. I was up in Florence a couple years ago. We were going to culinary school for 6 months, and brought a lot of great dishes back. And a lot of those dishes were from Florence and from Abruzzo and from Piemonte. Now our bread and butters, they are from Sicily, and a lot of our traditional family recipes that we brought to the restaurant, those are all from our heritage, which is Sicily, but we also have some from Calabria, Abruzzo, Campania, different regions. So
if you've been part of an Italian restaurant, cooking Italian food all your life, why are you going back to Italy to study more cooking?
I love my Italian food, Kirk. Here's the way I looked at it. I had worked here all my life. I knew Gaetano's like crazy. I knew the menu like the back of my hand, but I wanted an outside perspective on things.
Okay.
I want an outside perspective on how Italians are cooking their Italian food over there, which is very different from here, as you know. So that was the main reason I wanted to go over there and kind of experience new things.
Now talk to me a little bit about this lovely restaurant. First off, how many guests are you serving on a daily basis?
We can do, on weekdays, about 2 to 250, weekends about 3 to 350 on the line.
So as long as you're ready to eat some legit Italian food, it doesn't matter.
It's all here, really.
I know that a lot of the people that work here in this restaurant have been here from early on.
We want to treat our team members as best we can, because we know if they're happy, then our guests are happy. And then we're all happy. We've got a great kitchen team. I've got people that have been with us since day one.
Wait, seriously, since day one?
20 years ago, yeah, 1993.
And come on, we know in the restaurant business that is unheard of.
Yeah, the revolving door is common in the restaurant industry, but we treat them well, and we love them, they love us, and it's one big family here. That's how we try to treat our employees. We do all of our food homemade. We're big on that. My mom, my dad, my grandmas, my uncles, my aunts, grandparents, crazy about homemade.
What's the point if you don't? You know what I mean? It's like, what's the point? Why would someone want to go eat somewhere where they're reheating food? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're buying foods from the big companies such as Cisco or US Foods, and you're just pretty much reheating it, putting it on a plate, and selling it. It's not cooking.
Especially with Italian. I mean, that's almost heresy, correct?
Exactly, it is.
Talk to me about some of your big sellers. What do you? I mean, what flies out the door here?
So, spaghetti meatballs, hands down, is one of our biggest sellers. Our meatballs is my grandma Dot's recipe. That's a big seller. We do a tagliatelle with a short rib sauce. We make our tagliatelle pasta by hand here.
Nice.
And we braise our short rib sauce for about 5 hours. And we mix it all together. It's excellent. We also do a bronzino here, so it's a Chilean sea bass. We grill it, we put an asparagus almond pesto on top, serve with some linguine aglio olio. We call it linguine stefano in honor of my dad. It's delicious.
I can't wait to try me some food.
Yeah.
as you can see, we are back here in the kitchen at Gaetano's. Now, Vince, talk to me a little bit about the Leins setup here. What do you got going?
Got over here, we have our hot station where they do all the grill items, and also we roast the baked mazzocchioli or lasagnas, the risottos, put them in the oven. We also do pizzas. We always put them in our ovens over here.
Right.
With this saute station where Ephraim is working right now, we also have our appetizer and cold station when we do appetizers, salads, desserts.
Now, what's this delicious concoction that Ephraim's making
This
here?
is called penne asparagi. What it is we do, it's fresh vegetables with grilled chicken and an olive oil garlic sauce. So asparagi in Italian is asparagus. We do some tomatoes, mushrooms, asparagus, grilled chicken, a little bit of butter, vegetable stock to get a little bit of a creaminess to make it nice of a sauce.
Nice.
And we'll go from there.
What do we got going over here in these big pots that I see bubbling
So
away?
right here we have vegetable stock. We do a homemade vegetable stock. We use this for a lot of our sauces, our olive oil, garlic-based sauce.
So instead of going with a chicken stock, you go with a vegetable, and that kind of keeps it vegetarian for people?
Exactly. Yeah, because we do use this for a vegetarian-based dish.
Brilliant. So less waste, and it's even more utilitarian.
Exactly.
Awesome. And over here he's got the marinara, correct?
Yeah.
Is this a family recipe?
That's it.
It's gotta be, right?
It's my grandma's recipe, yeah.
How long are you cooking? I'm sorry?
About 3 hours, 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, yeah.
Wow. And so it's just reducing down and getting thick and rich and
Exactly.
awesome.
We do a lot of seafood here. We go through a lot of fried calamari. Fried calamari is our biggest selling appetizer.
I can imagine.
We bread it in a homemade breadcrumb base, and we do a pesto mayonnaise and a marinara sauce on the side with some fresh lemon.
Making me hungry, man.
I know, I'm getting hungry talking about it too. So that was the kitchen.
Impressive.
Here's the bar.
All right.
Over here.
My favorite spot.
Yep. Here's my mom, Dory.
Ah.
Kirk.
Hi there.
Hi,
Nice
Kirk.
to meet you.
Cousin Carolyn.
Hi.
She just stopped by to pick up some wine, actually.
Giuliano's everywhere in this town.
We got a big family.
Now, I understand that you were like a driving force in building this restaurant, correct?
Well, my husband and I opened it 20 years ago.
But he passed early on in the process, correct?
Right, about a year and a half after.
Wow. Now that, losing your husband, that's one thing, and then also, right, but then the business, especially the restaurant business.
And two small kids.
And too small. Right. Right.
You know what? I had a lot of help from family and friends, and they were all there to really, they helped us, and we got through it. It wasn't easy, but we could look back and go, this is great.
That's really an amazing story. Now, what's your involvement now?
I come in for dinner.
Beautiful. Have a glass of wine or an Arnold Palmer at the bar?
Exactly.
Beautiful.
My daughter, my son, and my son-in-law, he's around here somewhere, is taking over, and they're doing a fantastic job. So it makes it easy for me to just come in and eat now and look around and talk to my customers. It's like being at home and having company every night.
How often do you come in and just eat?
Maybe about 3 times a week.
But you must be awfully proud of
Oh.
what you accomplished and what you're seeing around you right now.
Absolutely. Very proud of my kids. They're doing, like I say, a fantastic job.
And we're proud of her too.
Of course,
I don't
right?
know if I could have done what she did.
What a great role model. Seriously, to go through what you went through and to still build a business and raise great kids. I know that's right there. It's going to make the food taste even better.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.